Greetings and welcome to my new calculus channel. So in a previous video some time ago on the 5th of May, I talked about the dick picture and Gilbert Strang's video on derivatives. Now I'm going to be showing you what the imbecile is carrying on about in his big picture on integrals. So Gilbert Strang doesn't understand calculus, never has, but has written several calculus textbooks and has been peddling his drivel for a long, long time. His moronic colleagues at MIT are none the wiser either. So let's see what the moron says. So first of all, he has an error at 3615 because the answer is 1 minus 3/4 and not 1 minus 1/4. But let's let that go. And then he says he talks about the definite integral having to do with delta x and delta y. Actually, it has nothing to do with delta x. It has nothing to do with summing up these little areas. That's just Riemannian bullshit. Okay. In fact, the definite integral, as the great John Gabriel defined it, is a product of level magnitudes which are incorrectly known as arithmetic means by my intellectual inferiors at MIT. So they've never realized that area is a product of two level magnitudes. Okay, so, and I've proved it because if you want the definite integral from x to x plus h, it's this expression here. And that expression there turns out to be, let's pull up another paintbrush. It turns out to be, so the expression I wrote there, let's do that. I wrote h times f of x plus q of xh, like that. That is actually equal to the integral from x to x plus h of f prime of x dx. Okay, and so this actually comes from my discovery called the Holy Grail of calculus, which was realized from the new calculus, and I'll get to that in a moment. So q of xh, as I've explained in past videos, is the slope difference between Newton's non-parallel secant line and the tangent line. Of course, Newton didn't know what he was doing, so otherwise he would have discovered the new calculus. Okay, the new calculus uses a parallel secant line. So, oops, it didn't actually load this whole document for some unknown reason. Let's try that again. It's very strange. I'm not able to see this entire document. Okay, I'm going to place links to this, and I'm sure it does work, but for some unknown reason, it didn't load it this time. So there must be a problem with academia. No worries, I'll get back to that. So what he basically says is that to find the area under this green straight line, you take the integral from, well, I think what he used was a half to 1, right? I think he used a half to 1. So let's just change that, a half to 1. Okay, so you get a quarter, all right? And if you put that area in, it's this shaded area here. Okay, so, and that's the result that I got here in my little comment, which I don't know if it's still going to be there, but I'll copy it so that you can read it on my video once I upload it. So, of course, I explained to you how you can find the area using this this formula here. And you see there's nothing there about Riemann sum crap or limit crap or infinitesimal crap or slope crap or any of this. Well, there is a slope there, but it's not a slope change as the moronic fool talks about. He says the slope 2 minus 2x comes from the changing height y equals to 2x minus. No height is changing here. As you can see, all these heights have been the same since past perpetuity, are the same, and will remain the same forever. So nothing is changing, okay? That's one of the big bullshit lies and crap that this fucking moron has been, and his idiot colleagues at MIT have been peddling for decades, okay, because they don't know why calculus works. So let's see. Let's continue. So if you search for the Holy Grail, well, you don't need to search for it. I'll place a link to it. It's this link here, and you can click on it and you'll see the whole article. Then you'll see that the Holy Grail fixes your flawed mainstream formulation of calculus. It rips out all the shit like the circular rot of limit theory, infinity and infinitesimals. And where was the Holy Grail realized from? It was realized from the new calculus, which I'll place a link to this article, to this book. It's actually a free book. You can download all of these. So what if I told you that calculus works because of the mean value theorem, which is about an arithmetic mean? Would you believe me? So look, when you find the arithmetic mean, you're taking the arithmetic mean of the y values under this function. Okay, so what you're doing is you're saying x equals to a half. Let's just put a little intersection line there, like that and like that. Okay, and then we can get rid of this object here. Let's not show it. Okay, so you're saying let's find the arithmetic mean of all these line segments inside, all these y values inside here. Okay, inside here. Oh my goodness. Let's try that again. In fact, let's make this bigger. 1 second, move. Let's make this bigger, like that. Yeah, go back here. So you're saying let's find the arithmetic mean of all these y values in here, okay? And once you find it, then all you have to do is multiply it by the interval width, okay? So the arithmetic mean here is going to be what if you calculate it? What do you think? It's going to be a half, right? It's going to be around about here, a half. Okay, that's going to be the arithmetic mean. And since this is a half times a half is a quarter, okay? And this works with all areas, whether it's planar areas or curved areas or anything else. And I have videos on that, but I'm not going to talk about that now. You can look those up. So in his idiotic presentation for MIT courseware, he talks about all this gibberish, which, of course, is total bullshit. And he doesn't understand why calculus works. And he's never understood, and neither have his colleagues. Sure, they know how to use the results, but I mean, even chimpanzees like you know how to use the results. It's like driving a car. You don't know how it works, but you're able to drive it, right? So look at some of these idiotic comments. This guy here, thank you. Another one, deep. Dr. Strang is a wonder of nature and the best teacher ever. He simplifies the complex as no other person can. Well, this poor moronic fool hasn't realized that there is John Gabriel who actually has solved the slope and area problem. Not Newton, not Cauchy, not Weierstrass, not any of the fucking morons who came after them. I solved the slope and area problem. No one else did. Okay. I was the first to produce a 100% rigorous formulation in the new calculus. This guy here, he retired. He is so good to be true. Very difficult. Yeah, at least this guy's honest because he knows he can't understand. So his brain is working properly, whoever he is. This lecture is so precious. I mean, you can see the tons of morons in the comment section. Okay. Now, listen to me. I know better than anybody else. You can learn from me. You can't learn from this moron. Everything he's written here is just hand-waving BS. He doesn't understand what an integral is. He never has. But I'm telling you what it is, and I'm showing you. And so another thing I'd like to tell you is that calculus works because of the mean value theorem. Okay, so you may ask, well, how is that so? Well, let's see why and how is that so. So let's get a new notepad. Okay, so you'll normally see the mean value theorem stated like that. Okay, and that's equal to f prime of c. Now, to get the integral, which is this part here, actually I've written it slightly different. What you'll see it in the bullshit mainstream textbooks is as f of b minus f of a over b minus a equals to f prime of c. They don't know what they're doing. That's why they write things, and they'll state the unremarkable thing about this, that there's a line which is parallel at a point C. That's unremarkable. The remarkable thing is that this here is an arithmetic mean of all, if you have a curve like that, it's an arithmetic mean of all the y ordinates in this interval, okay? And it's a super task, but it's possible because of the mean value, which produces a telescoping sum. You'll see that also in my articles in the details section. Be sure to read up on it. So how do we get the fundamental theorem from the mean value theorem of calculus? Very easy. We just multiply both of these sides by h. Look here. F of x plus h minus f of x is equal to h times f prime of c. And this here is equal to the integral from x to x plus h of f prime of x dx. Okay, and you'll see even on Wikipedia, that crap site, this is often written wrong, incorrectly, and they'll tell you that they'll also tell you that the function f only needs to be continuous. That's bullshit. It needs to be smooth. Okay, you can't use calculus unless you have a smooth function. Nothing else works. So yes, I do know better. I am a genius, and you're all fucking morons. And there's nothing you can do about that, actually. You can admit that you're a moron and start becoming wise, or you can continue to remain in your ignorance. You can remain in that cave, tied with chains to your legs, looking at shadows passing across the wall, because that's what this moron and his fellow colleagues and all the other professors at major universities tell you. They're all imbeciles. They're stupid compared to me. My IQ is above 160. Not that that matters, because IQ is not important, but it is an indication. And that's not what I tell you to look at. Look at my work. I have produced incredible accomplishments. Okay, I have accomplished things that no human being has ever done in the history of humans. Don't believe me? Well, check it out. Okay, check it out. I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm asking you to prove that what I'm telling you is true, because you cannot understand calculus unless you understand what I'm telling you now. So that's pretty much it. If you're not a rare subscriber, become one. Tell your friends about this channel. Tell your teachers. Your teachers are buffoons, stupid, really incorrigibly stupid clowns who don't even understand the basics of mathematics. They don't even understand what is a number. Same thing with your professors. They're all idiots. And tell them about this channel. Tell them about what I've been telling you. And also follow me on academia.edu. So if you come to academia.edu, let's see if I can pull it up now. So if I do that, right, seems to be working now. So it's all there. And if you come along here and you click on my profile, you will see all the articles and videos and books over, let's see, how many articles? 257 papers. I have 3 books, not 1 book, and 7 videos. Most of my videos are on my channel. Very well then. My name is John Gabriel, and this is a new calculus channel. Until next time, goodbye.